sees my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Gameweek 25 podcast, double Gameweek 25 podcast, I should say, episode number 55. My name is Ryan, and I'm joined by Karan. How are you doing?
Hey guys, how you doing? Doing good.
Af-
Finally had a good game week.
Yes, exactly. Coming after a really good game week, I should say, where both of us got our captaincy calls as well, correct, which is good, which is always good to see. So we're going to be talking a lot in terms of, I guess, chip strategy, Game Week 25. We got double Game Week 29 news as well that came. So I guess we'll go through team by team is the agenda, at least. That's for today. These are the fixtures, but what I'm going to bring up is Ben Krelin's fixture tracker, where he's also added the probabilities for certain games going ahead. And
I
certain
love that he's done that. by the way.
yeah, it gives us a better understanding of like what is likely, what is unlikely. So it'll help us in this discussion as well. And also maybe while we may not commit to a particular chip strategy, because I guess we have to wait and see how the FA Cup fixtures in 25 happen as well.
Yeah.
It might help everyone here to kind of understand where we're thinking of, at least at the moment. So shall we start right on the top, Arsenal?
Yep. Just before we go team by team, I was going to ask you, is there any chance any of this will be cleared up before this deadline?
Before the deadline, so I think it's
Nothing-
blanked. Yeah, it's Game Week 28, right? And Game Week 28, the information we're going to get is only after the FA Cup fixtures, and the FA
Yep.
Cup fixtures would happen in the second part of 25, so next week basically.
Okay,
So
right.
while Game
Yep.
Week 25 is going, I think the last game, if I'm not mistaken, is
Yep.
between Thursday, right? 2nd March, between Arsenal and then before that game, I think there are cup fixtures as well
Okay,
in the middle.
right.
So
I see.
at the end only we'll know how Game Week 28 shapes up.
Okay, so before the 26th deadline, we should have a better
Yes,
idea.
we should have information about 28. And if you want the cup fixtures, these are what they're looking like at the moment. But
Yep.
we'll get to that with the games as well.
Cool.
Along with Ben Crane's one, I've also added, this is from Legoman FPL, just to kind of give you an idea of where the breaks are, because Ben's doesn't have the breaks, where the Euros, the international break and all of that. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of where that is, and also like open spots where teams can kind of put fixtures. But we'll mainly be focusing on this for today.
Cool. Yeah, so let's start at the top. Arsenal.
Yep.
Get 3 of them, right?
Yep.
It's not-
Which 3 though? That's the question. I think that's still
Yeah.
the question.
I would, especially if you're not going to use any chips, like I would spend transfers getting the right 3.
Yeah.
And just hang on to them.
Now I think both of us probably agree with Saka being the main one.
Yep.
As someone who you'd want.
Yep. So if Jesus wasn't coming back, I'd probably throw Nketiah on there as well. But
Yep.
Jesus is likely back. I don't know, at least any time from 26 onwards, he could be back.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's a big maybe, but it's enough of a maybe to
Yep.
not bring him Nketiah in now.
Yep.
Saka is the number 1 pick.
Yep.
For me, Odegaard is the number 2 pick.
Yep.
And probably, one of the defenders. So Gabriel, Zinchenko, or White.
Here's the thing with the defenders. I had White. I've got rid of White. Because I had White, Odegaard, and Nketiah, and I got rid of Ben White to bring in Saka.
Mhm.
Now, the reasoning behind that I did that move was because I didn't think Arsenal would keep a clean sheet. Maybe the Everton game they could keep a clean sheet, but I wasn't completely convinced on it.
Against Villa, they didn't concede many chances at all. I think their XG was below 1 or below
Yeah.
point. XG conceded was below 5.
Yeah.
There was just 2 good finishes from Watkins. So,
but
not-
Leicester very attacking team.
Leicester are a very attacking
Yeah.
team, but Everton.
Everton, we
at
don't know.
home,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean Bournemouth at home,
Yep.
Fulham away.
Fair enough.
I don't mind at all.
So in that specific case, I guess Gabriel is probably the best defensive option.
Yep, Gabriel has the highest XG of
Yep.
all the Arsenal defenders.
Yeah, and also safest minutes compared to Ben White at this moment.
Yep.
Um,
Yes, but also I think Ben White's pretty safe. I think
Yes.
Tomiyasu came in and didn't do that well.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. And also, interestingly, now, even though I have gotten rid of Ben White, he's looked more attacking in the last few games from watching Arsenal. So I don't know. And
So I owned, I think the same as you, right? White,
Yes.
Odegaard, and Nketiah,
Yes.
and it was probably
That-
about 20 points squandered
yes,
between the three of them.
I know. Like that 9-point haul.
White passes to Odegaard and he misses.
Yes.
Nketiah passes to Odegaard and he
Yep.
misses.
Yep.
White passes to Nketiah who
Yep.
misses. Oh my god, it's
Yep.
nuts.
And also there was that instance where White was on a 9-point haul. They concede the clean sheet and it's all gone.
It's all gone. Yeah.
Yes, so I agree. We should have had so much points, but we're here without those points at this moment.
Yeah.
Having said that, I still think Saka is probably looking good as an option. Odegaard is, I guess, Odegaard. What showed from the Aston Villa game is Odegaard's BPS potential.
Yeah, he's a bonus points
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah, just 1 assist, but he was top in the bonus.
1 assist and he had 8 points, and Saka had 1 goal and 6 points, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
So-
So, those two probably the best. So that's Arsenal. Now going forward, I guess 28 they have a fixture which is good. 29. Now this is where it kind of gets different, right? Because in Gameweek 29 they only have Leeds. Now that is where I guess you probably come to the point where maybe do you really want triple Arsenal in that specific situation, or you maybe move out some Arsenal and keep
I
maybe
mean,
Saka.
It all depends on chip strategy.
Yep.
Like Leeds at home is still a great fixture.
Yep.
If you're gonna wildcard or something, yeah, maybe I can. I mean, like 32 is looks like it's a 67% chance of it being a double.
Yep. Oh, unlikely blank. 67% chance of an unlikely blank game week in that one.
Oh, that's the percentage of a blank?
Yes. These are all what's highlighted is blanks,
Oh,
possible
I see.
blanks.
I see.
I think the color code is just above that. Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, 29 onwards, yeah, maybe then you can start getting rid of Arsenal. But for 29, you still want at least 2, I think.
Yeah. Fair enough. Shout out to Mark as well, who's in the chat. He's asked a question. We will get to the question slightly, I guess, at the end or maybe along, depending on when it comes up for that situation. But okay, so that's Arsenal. I think get your best 3, Saka, Odegaard, and then a defender at this point. But if you have Nketiah, I've seen people thinking of whether getting rid of Nketiah. I wouldn't do that. I think the amount of chances he got for this double at least. Yeah.
His underlying stats are amazing.
Yes. Yeah.
I have Nketiah and I'm definitely not going to transfer him out.
Yeah.
I don't have Saka, which I sort of regret, but there's not really a good way for me to get Saka, so now I'm just going to hold on.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I think you keep Nketiah if you had Nketiah, to be honest. He was really good underlying numbers. And like Darwin, he seems to get quite a lot of chances. He's just not putting them away, which is the annoying thing. So that's Arsenal. All right, moving on. Aston Villa. No double at the moment. Doing okay, I guess. Fixtures are not too bad. Obviously, double in 29. Thinking about them now itself, I've seen a few people move in for Watkins. Thoughts on Villa?
They look good under Emery.
Yeah.
They're playing sort of his trademark style of defend in numbers and like fast break. I think that suits Watkins a lot.
Yep.
Much more than a sort of like possession based team.
Yep, exactly.
He's like a get in behind take a couple of touches and get a shot away type striker, and I think that suits him a lot. But there's just too many doubling
teams before that.
teams for me to really.
Because we'll
There's
get
so many good striker options.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all pretty good fixtures as well.
We might get to Tony as well in 27, where like, okay, we want Tony at that time. So at the moment, maybe not. But 29, his fixtures are not too bad. Chelsea and Leicester. Both away though, which is the only thing. But I mean, if you want, in 28 also he plays. So it could be a decent option to get him then against Bournemouth, followed to Chelsea and Leicester. So that's...
And you could potentially keep him for a while. Like,
Yes,
those fixtures
exactly.
are all pretty good.
Yep, yeah. Because Forest, Newcastle, Brentford, Fulham, it's not a bad set of fixtures, especially in 32 with a lot of teams like possibly blanking, possibly not blanking, depending on situation.
Yeah, I think players from teams that have fixtures that look like this for the next 4 or 5, it's very chip strategy dependent.
Yep.
So I don't want to talk about it now, but we'll mention it.
Yeah, fair enough. Bournemouth, tough fixtures, except for 29. Get to 29, it's good, and then it gets tough again.
But is it even really good? Like,
fair enough.
Brighton,
Yes, exactly.
Like, really good teams.
Yeah. So probably kind of avoid at the
moment.
Terrible. Yep.
Moving on.
Brentford, they blank. 26, they play Fulham. 27, good double. 28, they probably blank again. And then 29, good. 29, I don't think it's a good double. Maybe not.
I think it's fine. I think
it's a fine double.
They attack against all the big teams.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
They'll cause all the big teams trouble.
If you had Tony, you keep him?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
Even if it meant playing 10 men?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably do the same. I think because he has a double in 27.
Upside is huge.
Yeah.
Like, Fulham's an okay game. Everton, Southampton's an incredible double.
Yeah.
It's chip strategy dependent.
Yes.
Like, I think if you're doing something like free hit 28, which a lot of people are, then you want as many Brentford players as you can get.
Yep. Fair enough. If you haven't got Tony, I don't think you need to bring him in until 27, just because of the fact that he's on 8 yellow cards. So there is that thing to kind of consider.
Yeah, when does that reset? Do you know
it doesn't reset. He's going to until he gets to 10 yellow cards, he's going to be on that tightrope now, I think.
Oh my god.
So you have to be careful. It is a risk with Tony. I don't think it resets. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it resets. I think he has to get to 10 yellow cards. And the fact that he has 27 and 29 with doubles come in, it's a risk you have to be, I guess, willing to take. Because he's not...
Is it a 1 game suspension?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not a big problem, but it could come in one of the doubles, where he misses at least one of the doubles. Now, if it comes in 29 against... he gets the yellow, the 10th yellow in Brighton, and he misses the United game, yeah, I'm okay. Now, it's not because I'm a United fan, but because I just think that maybe the upside in that game isn't as high compared to the other 3 games.
I mean, yeah. It would be almost best for Brentford if he gets a yellow in the next 2 games.
True. But then he misses one of the doubles.
Yeah, I mean, not good for us. But
not good for us, yes. For FPL managers, not good.
Yeah, but for Brentford, like, missing Southampton away is probably...
It's not too bad. They can manage. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly. So that depends on whether his manager tells him, just go get a yellow card here.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Fair enough. But the thing is, if he does get a yellow card against Fulham, that'll raise a lot of questions as to like whether people will be willing to risk getting him in for 27. 2 away games though. Everton, Southampton. Everton, you never know, at home.
Yeah, for sure. Brentford are a very physical team. So Everton, I think that definitely it's not going to be easy again.
Yeah. So we'll have to see. We'll have to monitor. Definitely have to monitor the Fulham game to see what happens. But there is the possibility that now people have been talking about wildcard in 27 as well. You could.
Yeah, so I think if you do something like wildcard 27, free hit 28,
bench boost 29,
you'll probably end up with at least 2 Brentford.
Yeah. I would.
So do you want to talk about what you think are the best 3 Brentford players?
Okay, so for me, Tony, 1, then a defensive player. be that Rare or Ben Me.
Yeah.
The third one, at this point, I almost hate saying it, but Mbeumo seems to be the one who's getting the points.
Probably Werner.
Yeah. Even though I hate saying it because he's been a troll for me, but yeah.
Can you make an argument of Boemo over Tony because of the yellow card thing?
I think the penalty is kind of swayed towards Tony though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Like
Yeah.
when you have a talisman in your team, FPL wise as well, you still want to somewhat go for that talisman. I feel like the upside is higher with Tony compared to Mbeumo. But if he does get the yellow in game week 26, then maybe there is a case to go for Mbeumo over Tony. But even then, it depends.
Just looking at his stats, when Boemo plays as a forward, he's got an XG of about 0.33.
Yep.
XG per 90.
Yep.
Which is
not.
Yeah.
0.33 XG per 90.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tony has 0.75.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing, right? It's completely two differently.
Of course,
Yeah. I guess if you can't afford Tony, then you maybe think about it because there is a significant difference in price as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think Raya's probably a close second for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a bit of a BPS monster.
Yeah.
And I love BPS monsters.
Would you go for Raya if you had, let's say, Kepa or Sanchez? Now I have Kepa and Sanchez, so I probably wouldn't go for Raya. I don't mind Ben Me though.
Yeah, but if I wildcard in 26 or 27, which is definitely something
then you would probably go for Raya. Yeah.
I'd probably go Raya, me, and Tony.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Brighton.
Similar type of fixtures. Right? Decent fixture in 26. Amazing double.
Yep.
Blank and then
29.
But actually that 29 double is also amazing.
Yes. That's the thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I think with Brighton, it's like harder to point to the best three. It's much harder. I think it's probably Mitoma, Estupinian, and McAllister or something like that.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Brighton. With Brighton, now I have Sanchez, which kind of like locks me out of one Brighton spot out of the three.
Yep.
Now I have been kind of questioning whether it's worth the double defense or the double attack. The thing now I don't know whether the thing is Estupinan looks really good.
Yeah.
Defensively and attacking, he's just like bombing forward crazily.
Do you think these are better attacking or defensive fixtures?
Apart from the Brentford game, the other 4 fixtures, maybe even including the West Ham game, look good for defensive returns as well. Because, okay, West Ham, we don't know what West Ham will turn up. Leeds are really misfiring. Crystal Palace don't have Zaha. Bournemouth also not the best team, to be honest. So it's only Brentford, I think, that they will get a bit of problem defensively. Yeah, and that is that they should be able to manage at home.
Yeah.
So I think like Estupinan is a pretty good option. Now, attacking wise, there are 3 players who are probably candidates: Mitoma, McAllister, and Solly March.
Yeah, I forgot about Solly March.
Yes. So now March has been scoring the last 2. Mitoma was scoring before that. McAllister always seems to be very front, like he's very high up on set pieces. I don't know who you go for there in that situation.
Yeah, so McAllister looks like he's got penalties.
Yes.
Now.
Yep.
Which is important. Mitoma is heavily overperforming his stats, but looks amazing every time I watch him.
Yeah.
He's on 0.45 goals per 90 off just 0.27 XG per 90. So he's overperforming, but that's what players in good form do.
Yep.
And like I don't know, like it does also feel like he's recognized as like their biggest threat now,
Yeah.
and maybe gets marked a little bit more aggressively,
Yeah.
which is bad for FPL.
Mm.
Solly March, hang on, let me. Yeah, his underlying stats are pretty decent. They're somewhat similar to Matona's.
Solly March's underlying stats. Where are they? This is so good that FPL have like
It's quite
included.
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his XG in the last couple games 0.28, 0.31. Not too bad. XGI is pretty decent though for a return per game.
So Mitoma XG 0.28 and XA 0.26. So very similar. Very, very similar.
Yeah.
What's the price difference?
5.1 for Solly March.
Yeah.
5.4 for Mitoma.
Yeah, very, very similar.
Yeah.
There's not much in it at all.
It's a very close call between the two. And
they're both
McAllister
nailed.
at 5.4.
Yeah. They're both nailed. Yeah.
Yes. Now, if you
all three are nailed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If now obviously we don't have to look into getting them in 25. If you already have them, I guess you try and find a way to bench who you have. Who you get, I don't even know, to be honest. Because I think I'm willing to hold out for that West Ham game to get a bit more information before I move into the double.
Yeah. I think if you like, there's an argument for wildcarding in 27. I mean, there's a very strong argument for wildcarding in 27.
Yep.
But there's also a pretty good argument for wildcarding in 26 because a lot of the doubling teams in 27 have decent fixtures in 26. But then you can wait for that extra bit of info.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would probably wait for that extra bit of info.
Yeah.
There is the other argument of like,
when's the international break between 28 and 29?
This is where we go to Lego Mane's ticker. You have international break just after 28.
Yeah, it's between 28. This is annoying.
So this is where the idea of wildcarding, for me at least, right now I'm thinking wildcard in 33 and bench boost in 34.
I don't know the scale of the double game week in 34.
I think
right?
34's doubles should be so if you look at the orange, they're likely doubles.
Yeah.
And the darker blue are possible doubles. Now the thing is, I think 34 will be a good double game week. Maybe not in terms of numbers, might not be the same as 29. But if I look at the teams that could double in 34, you got United who will double. Fixtures though a bit. Who are United playing? United are playing Aston Villa and either Brighton or Chelsea. You got Arsenal who will double, who will have Chelsea and Southampton maybe. You got City who could double.
Sorry, are you talking about 34?
Yes, I'm talking 34.
Arsenal have Fulham and West Ham or Brighton.
No, Arsenal top, right?
Oh, sorry.
Chelsea and Southampton. Yeah. But that's an unlikely double in that one. But then you got City who will have a double in Fulham and either West Ham or Brighton.
Yep.
So you look at all like the big teams, even Liverpool, right, could have a double of Spurs and Fulham, both at home as well.
Those are all good, but I don't see. I still think 29 looks like a better bench boost double.
Okay.
Like 29 has a lot of like cheap players. Like if you have like 3 Brentford, like 2 or 3 Brighton, and you can wildcard into that. Like, you can stretch the budget around and have players with two good fixtures. Playing for good teams.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like it's and there's the upside of being able to capture the upside of the 27 doubles for the same team.
Which people who don't wildcard might not be able to. Now you could also be forced into a wildcard if Liverpool's fixtures don't fall according to how you go, like how you expect them to in terms of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
That is also a possibility we'll discuss when we get to Liverpool. But that is one. So what you're saying in terms of wildcard 27, free hit 28, bench boost 29 is a possible scenario.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can literally get what's the maximum number of fixtures possible? 30? 15
with the bench boost, you're saying?
With the bench boost.
30, right? Basically 30 numbers.
So you can get 30 or very close to 30 fixtures from decent players in 29.
Yeah. Or
with 27
with the captaincy.
Sure. Yeah. As in you can literally max it out. And everyone has,
the Oh yeah, you would end up in something similar. The only one thing is the teams that. Well, I don't think anyone's going to max it out if you bench boost in that way, because you have the teams that have single game weeks in that week. City against Liverpool, probably a prime attacking fixture for City, given Liverpool's recent defensive performances.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I'm not saying you
yeah.
should.
No,
Just
no,
to
yeah,
clarify,
but it is.
yeah,
I agree.
it's possible to get a lot of fixtures
Yeah,
with a bench boost in 29 than in 34.
Yeah.
Because I think in 34, a lot of the doubling the teams, like you'll have triple United.
Yeah.
Probably. Sorry, I'm a United fan, but you probably have
No, but
double
you'd
or
want
triple United
for that fixture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably triple Arsenal.
Yep.
Like maybe Kane. All expensive players. I just don't think you'll be able to stack your bench.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
much.
I think the bench boost kind of makes sense in 29 more than the free hit in 29 at the moment, because I feel like
I don't love the free hit in 29.
Yeah,
to be honest, I don't love the free hit in 28 either.
Fair enough. It depends on the
But
fixtures.
I think
we
if
don't
you
know.
bench boost in 29, you will likely be forced to free hit in
Yes,
28.
exactly. That's the thing, because of the
So
players
that is
you
a
select.
cost of it as well.
Yeah. So we'll have to see on how that is heavily dependent on FA Cup fixtures as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is Brighton. I guess you can kind of wait on that information against West 26 in West Ham. Easy Shark mentioned that he'd go for McAllister. He's always involved in a goal. Can be the key pass for the goal or assist, or even better, goal. True. He's playing in the center.
I like McAllister.
Yeah.
I think he's a class player.
Yeah, and then he's mentioned before that Mbeumo, double game week or not, never had any luck with him. Same.
And I'm looking at underlying stats on Understat.
Yeah.
And McAllister hasn't been on penalties, right? For this first bit of the season.
No, I don't think.
I don't think he has. It's a pretty recent thing.
I have to check. I'm not really sure on that. I haven't followed Brighton
from memory. He's not been on pen. So if he had been on pens the whole season, that would have been added to his XG.
Okay, so that's Brighton. Chelsea. Good double in 29. The only problem with Chelsea, I mean, fixtures are also pretty decent, to be honest.
Pretty good. Leeds, Leicester,
Everton. Yeah. The only problem with Chelsea is Chelsea at this point.
They look defensively solid. Joe Felix looks really good.
Yeah, but they're struggling to score a goal. They're creating a lot, though. They're creating quite a lot.
I mean, it's just Graham Potter, isn't it? This is what his Brighton team looked like for the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know what. The fixtures are good. I think Felix is still a good option if they can find the net.
See, all this time I was playing 3-4-3.
Yeah.
And I wished I was playing 3-5-2.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I could never find the transfers to switch at a good time.
Yep.
Right. And now I'm sort of happy I'm playing 3-4-3.
Yeah.
Because now there's a lot of good forward options coming back up.
Yep, fair enough.
And Joe Felix is one of them.
Yep. I would agree with that. I think if you have Kepa, you keep Kepa. And then in terms of third Chelsea asset, I don't think you kind of need to go for that, because no real immediate doubles until 29.
Yep.
All right, cool. So that's Chelsea. There are a few other questions as well for Mark and Ruhil, and we will get to that as well. But when we get to kind of that sections of your questions, I guess. Now,
Palace. Is there anything to talk about?
The thing is, for me, Palace looks like Wolves this week, where without Zaha, I'm like, do I really care? Even with Zaha, I don't know if I really care.
I don't think there's anything to talk about. I'm not even that interested in Zaha.
Yeah. So I'm just going to avoid Palace as a team, and I'm not going to even think that they have a double at the moment.
Next.
Okay.
Everton.
Now, Tarkowski has the highest XG, if I'm not mistaken, out of Everton players.
Yep. He's also gone up in price.
Yes. So what do you think?
Good option. I just find it hard to believe that they keep even one clean sheet.
Yeah, fair enough.
So this is a double, but is it really a double?
Yeah, but if you if you had like a Patterson, then would you move to Taco?
Probably no. I don't know. Is he expected to play?
No, that's the thing. Patterson is not likely to play. Or at least even if he was, not likely to get too many minutes, to be honest. He won't start.
I guess so. He's only 4.2.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
I think you probably, because like Forest, maybe. I mean, the fixtures aren't too bad. Like, we never know with Everton, right? Everton are a team that are capable of pulling out. I think the thing is they're not going to get hammered too much. I think the games are going to be tight games.
Like, they've already frustrated Arsenal.
Yeah.
But I just find it hard to believe that they could do that again.
Probably not, especially with Arsenal at the Emirates. Very unlikely.
Yeah, and I think it. I don't know. They're just Burnley. To me, they're Burnley.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm literally thinking about them as Burnley. And Burnley at home was always a very different prospect to Burnley away.
Yeah, fair enough.
Burnley at home is fine even against the top team.
Yeah.
So.
The thing is, I guess because of Taco's price, I don't really mind it, and also because set piece is always going to be a threat.
I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Apart from that, I wouldn't look at any other Everton player.
I just don't think it's a priority transfer as.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Depends on your situation, though. I would say it depends on if it enables you to do other moves.
Yep. Yeah. So because of his price, I don't think it can ever be bad.
Yeah. And this kind of like leans into Mark's question, but I would touch on Mark's question as soon as we get to Liverpool as well. Fulham. Anything to say? To be honest, Mitrovic also looks like he might be out. We don't know.
I mean, they've just played him into the ground.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't looked good in a few game weeks.
Would you start Andreas if you had him this week?
I think most people are probably struggling to field the full squad, right?
Yeah, so they might have to be forced to start. But so like,
I think Andreas will have a very high ownership.
Yeah. If you had the option of starting either Andreas or let's say a Bueno, then what would you do?
Think Andreas.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, not a bad option.
Andreas has the highest chances created. I saw some stat. He has the highest chances created out of any player not in the top 7 or something.
That is possible because I think Trippier is the one who has the highest at the moment. Has created. That is possible.
It's Bruno and then KDB.
Yeah. I think
but Andreas is up there.
Yeah.
He just pings it in the box.
Yeah. So he's a good option, but like I wouldn't look at bringing in any Fulham players anytime soon.
Nope.
All right. Leeds, same thing as Fulham, but they have a double in 29, although not the best of doubles, and still misfiring.
Yeah, I mean Southampton are the worst team in the league.
That's what I thought against Chelsea.
Yeah, but I mean they clearly are like terrible team.
Yeah. So, if you had you play your Leeds players. Yeah. Would you bring in? No one at the moment. No real need. Yep.
No way. Yeah.
Leicester. Now I
mean
think,
they see like there's a world in which if you're planning on a 26 wild card, you take these 1 week punts.
Yes, if you were planning, but I highly doubt.
I think 26 wild card is feasible.
Probably, but I feel like you can wait for that 1 more week of information because I think so. Yeah, it's
just worth talking about.
Yeah, because it's that Tony yellow card also that kind of like bothers me a bit. As a reason for not going. But I mean, you could do a 26 wild card because of the fixtures being pretty decent. But I still don't mind a 27 if you wanted to wait. I think 1 more weeks of information could be important.
Yes,
I don't think there's only European fixtures in the middle. Nothing really else that will cause an issue for before 27. Now, having said that, Leicester.
Yeah,
good
this
team.
is a very tacky team.
Yes.
Pretty bad at defending.
Yes.
Like, Iheanacho looks good. I just hope Rodgers doesn't drop him again like he does every time. He looks good. It's very frustrating to me because he's a very good striker and he like really enables the rest of their team the way they play. He drops deep, links up with Barnes, Madison. Yeah, I mean, I really want him and or Madison.
Yeah. I think this is where
Um,
if you wildcard either in 27 or if you free hit in 29, you can get onto these Leicester players.
Oh, the Leicester double in 29 is incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Like, yeah,
No,
if you use any chips at all,
Yeah.
you probably end up with two Leicester
two Leicester
players.
players. Yeah. I don't think.
I think it just has to be Nacho and Madison. I don't
Yeah,
think
for
there's
me. Yeah, I would agree.
any point
Yeah.
getting fancy with it.
Yeah.
Like I think Barnes maybe, but I don't think so.
But like Iheanacho and Madison definitely. The thing is, the advantage that people who wildcard in 27 or let's say for example free hit in 29 would have is that they'll
Yeah.
be able to get more Leicester players than people who don't play chips to get there.
Say that again. So the
So
people
the advantage that people who wildcard in 27
yeah.
or say free hit in 29.
Yep.
And this is wildcard 27, probably free hit 28. I don't know. But like for the advantage they will have is they will have more Leicester players in that double in 29 compared to those who don't play any chips and get to 29. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, but then they pay for it with the fixture against City in 31 and 32, where it's like 66% likelihood of blank.
Yeah.
So
That is I guess the risk you have to kind of like take as well with that going no, there's 66% of unlikely blank.
Okay, so that's 66% that the blank doesn't go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right, I see.
So I mean, good fixtures after 29. Definitely good fixtures. I mean, good fixtures from 26 onwards, to be honest. Apart from that blank in 28, so that's completely chip dependent.
It's even fine then because 32 Wolves. It's just 31, and Leicester always turn up against Man City as well. So it's 32, 33, and onwards are all good fixtures.
Yeah. So
I think double Leicester could be the meta. I mean, I don't know, double this one.
Yeah. I think
and people that wildcard in 27 or 29, it's an opportunity to get in on them early.
Yes, that's the thing.
So
yeah,
everyone else will need to maneuver a bit to get into
it. Yeah, that's the thing. That's I completely agree. Okay, so that's Leicester.
Liverpool.
Now this is the big one. First of all,
did you watch the game?
Yes, I enjoyed that Champions League game. From a United fan point of view, I was enjoying it completely.
But like this, what a ridiculous game.
From a FPL point of view, I was like, I don't even know what to expect at this point. Now,
I have Robertson.
You have Robertson, yes.
Had him for a while. I wanted to get rid of him, but I just always had fires to put out.
You have Darwin as well?
No, I don't have Darwin.
You have Salah?
I haven't made any transfers yet.
Okay. So you only have Robertson at this point.
Yeah.
Yep. And I have got Robertson in. Now.
Okay. Yeah.
The question is.
I mean, do you think? Okay, let me phrase it this way.
Yeah.
Do you think? How many clean sheets do you think they get between
when? Between 25, 26,
like
and
27? As a decimal in 25.
In 25.
Is it 0.8? Is it 1.2? Like, is it
the chances of getting
like what are the expected number of clean sheets out of the two fixtures?
It's either 1 or 2, right? You're 0 most like so
I mean like the
I think out of a max of 2, at least one, maybe let's say 1.5 chance of two of 2 clean sheets, because I think the clean sheet is likely in Palace because of the fact that they're lacking Zaha, unless Olise happens to do like some incredible free kick or something.
I think as long as Joe Gomez plays, for me it's like less than. So I agree with Will.
Yeah. So Will is a Liverpool fan. Will is a Liverpool fan. So Will is saying 0.8.
I think it's around that. I think they get around 0.8 in the next
chance
two. If Joe Gomez plays. If Konate is back, then it's a bit better.
Yeah. Then it's significantly better.
I don't even know. I think he's still injured, so I don't think he's even coming.
But here's the thing, right? For me now, first of all, I'll tell with the FA Cup fixture. Now Liverpool's FA Cup fixture, not Liverpool's FA Cup fixture. Their fixture in 28 against Fulham is very dependent on the FA Cup fixture against between Leeds and Fulham. So whoever wins in that this is not updated, but whoever wins between Leeds and Fulham,
Yep.
if Leeds win, Liverpool get a fixture in 28. Anyone with triple Liverpool is laughing all the way.
Yep.
If Leeds lose, then that fixture is a blank. And then if you're on triple Liverpool, you have a question to, you have a decision to make whether you're kind of free hitting because you've put yourself in a situation where you kind of now need to free hit, or you kind of try and move out some of those players.
Okay, so if Fulham win, then Liverpool don't get a double.
Yes. They blank in 28.
Yes.
If Fulham win.
Fulham are favorites to win, right?
Without Mitrovic against Leeds, you never know.
This is a managerless Leeds, right? Or a new manager.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, it's the FA Cup. Crazier things have happened.
I don't know how much Fulham are prioritizing the cup.
That's also a good point.
That's what I don't understand.
They could try for European, because they're in good spots in the Premier League, that they could try and get those European spots if they wanted to. Yep. Fair enough. So we'll have to see. Actually, we don't know. So we won't know that until probably next week.
So these are all the reasons why you wait before you trigger any wildcards or anything.
You definitely wait before playing any chips until you see that information.
Just to hedge your bets, I don't know. Like, I have one Liverpool and I'm considering getting Salah in, but I'm not even in love with that. One of Salah or Darwin, but I don't think I'm gonna break the bank to get two more Liverpools.
Players in. So Villa said Palace away is much harder than if we had them at Anfield. Fair enough, I would agree. We should keep the clean sheet versus Wolves, to be honest, but good chance we don't. The thing is, apart from the clean sheets, Robertson and Trent are still very attacking. Now, Trent has significantly improved compared to maybe before the World Cup. His last few game weeks, his numbers have been really good.
I saw that assist to Darwin. That was nice.
So he is improving. Now, I'm happy with Liverpool's fullbacks. I'm not happy with that defense, because I think that defense has to improve significantly, or it's going to need a miracle at this point.
I don't know. Like, for me, like, the way Trent gets a lot of assists is like when they break quickly.
Yes.
And Trent swings in like an early ball over the top.
But are they going to get that opportunity against Palace and Wolves?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the fixture for it.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And he looked good. He got quite a few chances like that, but that was against 10-man Newcastle.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I don't know. It depends on the situation. Here's the thing. I have gone all in on Liverpool. I've gone 3 players in on Liverpool now. Now, the reason I'm doing that is I'm doing everything I can to get as many maximized doubles and try and climb rank. But that is a very... 3? I've gone for Salah, Darwin, and I've gone for Robertson because I can't afford Trent.
So you got Robertson?
Yeah, I got Robertson, Robertson, Salah, and Darwin.
And Darwin. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I think the best 3 is probably like Trent, Salah, and Darwin.
Yeah.
What do you think about Gakpo?
To be honest, okay, here's the thing. Now I'm hoping this Will and maybe Ishak, both of them are Liverpool fans as well. They might be able to chip in on this.
Yeah, I was just reading Will's point about Trent. Yeah, I agree. Like, if he gets a CS, then he instantly gets all the BPS.
Yes.
But yeah, just 1 assist, no BPS, no CS.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah.
I completely agree.
Yeah. So, and then Abdul Rahman has also asked, like, whether I'm taking hits. I'll get to that on the team section, so it'll kind of make sense as to what I've done and the reasons I've done it for.
And Easy Shark has made a similar point to Will. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that. Yeah.
For Gakpo, I think still that front 3 of Salah, Darwin, Gakpo is the one that's going to start. At least
so
for the moment.
The issue is everyone except Salah gets 60 minutes.
Yes, that is going to happen because they need to get minutes into Jota and Firmino. And then
if I knew Jota was going to play, I'd like to bring him in.
Yes, but unfortunately, I think he's going to get only like 30
He's going to get 30
Yeah.
for the next few games.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
And Gakpo has the best underlying stats, by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. Gakpo stats have, we know what he's capable of. The thing is, when I'm looking at Liverpool in terms of overall, I think Gakpo is probably, for me at least, I think he's that fourth option out of all.
Yeah.
Like a
what sort of player do you think he is?
Gakpo.
Yeah.
I mean, he does. I don't know. I haven't watched enough of Liverpool to be able to even tell this as well. Like for me, whenever I watch Liverpool, I see Nunes with the one who gets the most amount of chances.
Yeah.
And then it depends on who he finds in the box, whether he finds Salah or Gakpo.
Is that he misses so many chances that his BPS his baseline is crap.
Yes, that's the problem.
His baseline is always crap, which means he needs to score 2 goals to get like 2 runs.
Yes.
Which is like insane.
Yeah.
So at the start of the season, I was a huge Nunes fan because underlying stats are great.
Yeah.
But the BPS thing is real.
It's a problem. Yeah. But like in that specific case, Gakpo is slightly better for that. But yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one. I think I mean, to be honest, you can just go for like just 2 Liverpool players and be like, yeah, that's enough Liverpool players for me. And kind of like, again, I mean, the other thing with Gakpo is it's another midfield spot. Who are you taking out for that midfield spot? Now, getting Salah, people can go maybe, okay, I'm doing Salah, I mean, going KDB to Salah. People who can't afford Salah, would you go for Gakpo?
Yeah, I mean, depends who you're selling. If you're selling someone to blanks in 25.
Yeah.
See, for me, if I go Salah, it'd be like Fernandes to Salah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And then it's like, I don't know, like do I want to not have him against Liverpool and Southampton in 26 and 27? It's not as clear for me. But I think, for Liverpool, Salah is the best option.
Yeah.
Even though his underlying stats are not so great this season.
Yeah.
Because he's playing quite wide.
Yeah.
Even with all that, it's probably still the best option.
So Joe has said, as a Liverpool fan, I'm only going Salah, not bringing anyone. Not bringing anyone. Anyone if it's not worth it. And then Mark has said, I'm afraid of minutes for Darwin. He will sure get taken off early. Will says Gakpo third best option, but I'd only be going for Salah plus Darwin. Fair enough. And then Nunes likely to come off the 68th minute, which I kind of agree with. I think Nunes and Gakpo both likely to come off for the 68th minute.
I think so. Has Gakpo's minutes been 60 minutes a game, roughly?
Yeah, I think even in the Champions League, he got taken off at like that mark. Both him and Nunes. Even at the last game, it was in the 60th minute, like 4 changes happened for Newcastle.
Yeah.
And then he says, if you had Mahrez, I would do Gakpo for a -4. Would you do?
I think it's close. Like I don't really know what
City.
I need to look at City's fixtures and their congestion with European fixtures and stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Mahrez played and scored today. Right?
Yeah. He did.
But I think Mahrez is clearly Pep's like
European specialist. Big game. Yeah.
You could say that.
I've had Mahrez. It's a very tough one with. This point,
I have Mahrez too.
Yeah, that's the thing. I had Mahrez. Mahrez made away.
Oh, right.
So I'll discuss about that in the team section. But I think Mahrez is still a good option against Bournemouth if you had him. Now, to Gakpo for a -4, maybe. I don't know. The thing is,
I don't think I would. Like, I think if it's dependent on whether we get some info about a league or something.
Yeah. So
without any info, I don't think I would.
Fair enough.
The upside on Mahrez is way too high. Yeah.
Yes, he does, and he is pretty like against Bournemouth as well. It could be a really good fixture. But the thing is, he played a lot of minutes, Mahrez. But then with Pep, you never know.
I'm just looking at Gakpo's minutes. He's got 80 plus minutes in every game except Newcastle. But that is when
Firmino and Jota were back.
I think 60 minutes.
I think 60 minutes is still the case for both Gakpo and Darwin.
Yeah.
And then when Diaz comes in, it becomes even worse for both of them. Okay. So Liverpool, I guess the amount of Liverpool you go for depends on how much you think it's worth it.
It depends on your chip strategy.
Yeah.
It's all linked.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
For me,
The more Liverpool you go for,
yeah,
probably the less you, yeah. Like if you're going for not using as many chip strategy, then probably having more Liverpool is good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's get to there was a question from Mark, which with regards to his -8, which we'll kind of like touch in, because so he has a -8 of Kane, Bruno, and Shaw. Kane, Bruno, Shaw, and Trippier out for Darwin, Salah, Trent, and Tarkowski. Only fielding 8, including Rico, Lewis, and Mahrez. So basically fielding 6. So he's in a very tough position and is thinking of taking that -8 at this point. I think, Mark, you might want to give the entire team just in case.
I don't mind it. Like it's a high upside play.
It is a high upside play. I would agree.
I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're just all in on Liverpool. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it at all. But just keep in mind that you might be forced into.
It's more just like Kane has Chelsea, Wolves, Forest.
Good run though for Kane.
Right.
Yeah.
Even Bruno after this blank has like Liverpool and Southampton.
Yeah.
I think those are both excellent attacking fixtures.
Yes, fair enough.
But
then the blank in 28, which is most likely going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know if it's better than just transferring out one or two of those players. Like I think you definitely make some moves.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to make that many moves. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, for him, he's making those moves. Even though he's making those moves, he still doesn't get to 10 players. I mean, or 11 players. So I guess that's another reason for him playing those moves, because he has Bruno, Shaw, Trippier all blanking. I'm assuming he has Rashford as well, who is putting on the bench. So
yeah, but I don't think eating like a couple of blanks this game week is that bad.
Fair enough.
I don't think it is.
Okay, I think we'll have to see how that goes. He's put his current team. So his current team is Kepa, White, Rico Lewis, Trippier, Botman. He has a lot of blanks. Shaw, Odegaard, Saka, Bruno, Rashford, Mahrez, Kane, Haaland, Archer. 2 free transfers in the bank, 0.7. There's an insanely amount of quite a lot of players blanking. To be honest,
but he has good Arsenal players.
He has good Arsenal players, yes. So I mean, I don't think that the ups. I mean, it's a high upside play. It could pay off. It could not pay off. We don't know.
I mean, Newcastle plays City next week anyway.
In 26.
Yeah, in 26.
Yeah.
So getting Newcastle out, I don't think is terrible.
Yeah, fair enough.
But Trippier out, I don't know.
Trippier, I probably...
Because everyone has so much money in him.
Yes, I wouldn't get rid of Trippier. Because I think you're going to need him after that for Wolves, Forest, good fixtures. 29 blank isn't too bad, to be honest. And then Brentford and Villa. I mean, I would try and keep Trippier if possible. Because I think, and also it's the value you have in him. A lot of people have a lot of value in him. And if you get rid of him, your chances of buying him back are almost close to impossible. Or not, I wouldn't say close to impossible, but very hard.
Yep.
All right, cool. City. Thoughts on City?
Good fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
No doubles, but still very good fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
Would
you? I guess
I would sell KDB.
Yeah, same.
Holland. Yeah. And probably not bring anyone else in.
Yeah, fair enough. Mahrez?
If you have Mahrez, I would wait for news and I would have a look at the European congestion. I haven't really looked yet. European
congestion, well, nothing really at the moment. The next European fixture is...
So they have a game in between 25 and 26 though, which is
that is the FA Cup fixture, which isn't too bad. The next European fixture is between 27 and 28 at home, where it's a 1-1 at the moment. So that's going to be a very important fixture.
Yep,
So
so I can totally see Mahrez not
benched
playing
against Palace.
27.
Yeah.
Not playing 27 and or 28.
28, depending on situation, because international break right after. Not playing in 27, very likely. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. So I guess it depends on like.
But sometimes you also see managers rest. Yeah, it's weird. Sometimes you
Yeah.
see them playing just before because they want to give them 2 games in a row.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
With Pep, it's a
that's
hard
why
one.
I say at least one he's going to miss.
Yeah.
Newcastle's not an amazing fixture. If you have him, I would hold him, honestly. Unless you have no other route to some very high upside player like Salah or something.
Yeah, I moved him out, but then there were reasons for. I'll show.
Yeah, it's
talk
team
about
dependent.
It's team dependent. It's very team dependent. And yeah, Haaland only keep
Haaland. Yeah, the other thing to mention with Haaland is there a world in which you don't? Yeah, is there a world in which you don't have him if you walk out in 27?
No,
No, right?
like
Just thinking out
that
loud.
fixture against Liverpool is. Liverpool fans might
Yeah,
not like
that's
to
a
hear
hat trick
it, but
fixture. That's a hat trick
at
fixture.
home, Haaland is significantly
Yeah,
better
yeah.
than his away.
Hat trick fixture.
Yeah.
Let's keep going with the teams.
Yeah.
And
Just a quick this thing for the people in the chat and for any questions. We will get to the questions just as soon as we get to like some of the fixtures that are done as well. So we will
Cool.
come back to the questions. So don't worry about
when
it.
we talk about teams, let's try and answer all those questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
United.
Man United.
I think
they looked great against Leicester. I think we we look like a solid attacking team, especially when Sancho's playing, when Weghorst is playing, and when Bruno plays on the right.
Yep.
Bruno is creating an insane amount of chances at the moment.
His stats are compared to Salah, KDB, any midfielder is out of this world. On the right, he's even more better.
So Liverpool is a great fixture. Southampton is a great fixture.
Yes.
So I'm more than happy to just bench Bruno this week.
Ooh, even if it meant doesn't get in Salah?
Yeah, so I think it's very close, essentially. I think if I'm wildcarding in 27, I can bench Bruno. I can sell Bruno and bring him back in 27.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't love not having him against Liverpool. I think that sort of big counter-attacking game is a good game for Bruno.
I think you could also... Now, obviously, this is a hokey cookie, but I still don't mind it if it meant you captain in Salah this week. Where you do Salah to Bruno to Salah, and if you want, you can go back to Bruno.
Yeah, but I don't love these with this amount of fixture planning that's needed. I don't love doing
the hokey.
transfers
Yeah,
back
fair
and
enough.
forth. Yeah, but it's completely different on chip strategy.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
But Rashford, you just
Rashford you keep
because he's clearly
you would want him.
He's clearly underpriced.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah,
he's clearly underpriced this season. So
yeah, Rashford you keep.
And then but Shaw and Bruno you can get rid of. Shaw I don't mind getting rid of at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bruno I don't love it. But
yeah, his numbers are great. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I think it's completely. It depends on that. What you do in 28 has a huge impact on United players as well.
In terms of any other United players we're talking about? Sancho?
No, I don't think he's owned in many teams at the moment. And I don't think you need to rush to get him in as well. Because I heard Anthony is also getting back. So
yeah, Sancho looked really good though.
Yes, he did.
Leicester.
He did.
He looked very, very good.
So I think you kind of wait and see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Newcastle.
Newcastle. Now, again, blanking. Trippier, I think you kind of keep because of the value, but maybe you could, depending on if you need to. Again, this is same thing like let's say Mark's situation where he has to put players out, so he's thinking of getting rid. Maybe you could do something like that. You might be. He's the most sold player. I don't understand why he's the most sold player this game week, Trippier. But he's. What do you think?
I mean, I don't think I'm selling him for any Liverpool defenders.
I would keep him.
The upside is there, but like I think it's.
Yeah. I would sell Shaw before I sell Trippier.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I will lose 0.2 million if I sell Shaw and like
0.6 or something, 0.5. Yeah. I would do the same.
I don't have any other Newcastle players. If you have Nick Pope, then
Sell.
I
Oh,
don't
but he'll be
sell.
back. But yeah, sell because it depends. Oh, it depends on the goalkeeper. If you have a playing goalkeeper, then you can keep him. He will be back 26.
Yeah.
If you have Botman, I think you kind of sell.
Yep.
The other thing I would mention is now people will be looking at Newcastle's last few fixtures and be like, oh, maybe defensively they're not that great. But I think
Sorry.
yes.
Joe just said players that take FPL seriously keep Trippier.
Yeah.
I kind of agree, but it's
Yeah.
also funny that Magnus Carlsen sold Trippier and brought in
But then
Trent.
Magnus Carlsen is a very unorthodox. Like he makes like these completely out of the blue FPL moves. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and he brought in Trent, who
Yes.
got like 14 points.
Yeah, fair enough. He probably knows something that we don't.
Yeah.
Now Trippier. Okay. Apart from Trippier, what was I going to say? Oh yes, Newcastle defense. No, I think Newcastle defense last few weeks hasn't been as great because of the fact that Bruno Jimenez hasn't been there, and he's
Yep.
been suspended.
He's
and
back
yeah, he's
soon.
back. So I think that should improve Newcastle.
Yeah, I think it's overstated like how much worse they've been. I think they're still a solid defensive team.
Yeah,
I think it's the coaching that they defend from the front. So
Yeah.
I think the system's solid. Yeah. And Trippier is just insane FPL asset. Like,
bonus chances. I mean, it's just
the amount of
too
assets, amount of chances he creates.
Yes.
Like
y-
if
you-
they get a clean sheet, it's like
bonus
9
3
points
bonus.
minimum.
Yeah. Just keep him. I would keep Trippier.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I think any other Newcastle asset you can kind of sell. You don't really need to hold at the moment.
Yeah.
Forest.
Magnus also isn't doing very good this year.
Yeah, that is true.
He's not.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's got a good record.
Yeah.
So
Forest.
maybe he's not taking it seriously. Forest, they look better.
Yeah.
What's that striker? He looks pretty good.
Brennan Johnson.
Brennan Johnson. Yeah.
Yes.
Bit of a talismanic potential.
I think in 29 he will be a good option, especially if you're bench boosting.
Yeah.
In Gameweek 29.
I think that'll be a sneaky pick.
Yeah. Brennan Johnson could be a really good option. Wolves at home and Leeds away. I think that's a decent third striker option for anyone who's looking.
Yeah.
Apart from that,
Trippier BPS is the craziest I've even seen in like 8-9. Yeah,
is way better than Trent.
I fully agree.
Yeah,
it's the craziest BPS.
Yeah.
I think it's just an intricacy of how the game works. Like Trippier's pass completion stats are not that amazing,
but his chances created.
But chances created are so heavily weighted for defenders that it just leads BPS every time.
Joe says he's bringing in 29. I think that's Brennan Johnson. Yeah, good punt, definitely.
Yeah, good punt. Kayla Navas.
Depends on who else you have in goal. He's definitely good, but I think he's a bit too pricey. I'm not sure what his price is.
Maybe as a bench boost keeper in 29.
Maybe 4.5. I mean, possible. Yeah. Not too bad. But I still think Rhea / even Kepa.
So, Rhea, Navas, double.
Maybe for the bench boost.
For your bench boost in 29.
Probably.
Could be okay.
Yeah, could be. That's actually pretty good for that week specifically. Maybe could be decent.
Yep.
Apart from that, I don't really look at it. I have Aria, but I'm hoping that Aria starts. But I don't really expect anything from him. I'm just stuck with him at the moment, so I'm just gonna have to play him. Southampton. Or do you have anyone else from Forest?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, fair enough.
No one that stuck out to me, but to be honest, I haven't really watched them that much.
Yeah.
Southampton. Anything worth mentioning? I don't. Really
Rushan loves odd prowls, but apart from that, no.
I mean, he'll get points here and there, but it's impossible to predict when because he scores free kicks.
Yeah, fair enough. That's the thing. So it's very dependent on free kicks. But West Ham. Do we just need to?
We skipped Tottenham.
Oh yes, we did skip Tottenham. Okay, Tottenham. Big question. Harry Kane.
Yeah.
What do you do with him?
I'm definitely not taking him out in 25. Chelsea is an okay game. Wolves and Forest after that.
Yep.
He's got really solid fixtures.
He does. And also, he does have a possibility in 29 that he could still get a double in 29. Very dependent on FA Cup fixture though.
Oh, how come his thing doesn't mention?
Because I think there is like certain conditions that need to be met for it to actually be confirmed, and that is why they haven't added it.
I mean, I'm definitely keeping Kane if I haven't.
Yeah, I would keep. Okay, I have got rid of Kane, but I'll explain why later. But okay, you see this empty spot here between Everton and Brighton in 29?
Yeah.
And that is where I think they can have a fixture. I think it's against Newcastle. I think this is the fixture. Is it Newcastle? Sorry. No, it's Southampton. Okay, here's the reason. I think the Southampton game in 28 could end up becoming does it end up becoming a blank? I don't think so. Yeah, maybe it might end up becoming a blank and it ends up moving to 29 as a double.
Right.
That is a possible situation, I think. I'm not fully... I think this requires Spurs going to like the FA Cup next round and all of that. There's a lot of things with... FA Cup quarterfinals. So Spurs go to the FA Cup quarterfinals and I think that game gets moved to 29. That's a possibility.
Okay.
Which is why it's not added here. But yeah, that just keep that in mind. Which is this again then plays into the whole wildcard 27, free hit 28, bench boost 29 as a possible scenario. Because then if you had Kane, you don't have to worry about 28 if he misses or not. And then he probably gets a double in 29, where many of us have got rid of Kane. And he could be a really good option that week. Anything else?
Does that say that there's a 3% chance of the Southampton game not going ahead?
No, I think this is a 3% chance of it. No, I don't remember like this. I think the odds on here...
it must be because it's marked, that color combination is for likely blank.
Southampton are playing... I need to check these FA Cup fixtures because I haven't updated this. Let me get onto the... Hold on. Who are Southampton playing? FA Cup. So Southampton are playing Grimsby Town. And Spurs are playing Sheffield United.
Right. So one of them have to lose.
I mean, if both of them lose, that game happens in 28, which is very unlikely.
Yep.
If one of them wins, it doesn't go ahead.
So it's a 3% chance that the game is going ahead.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So which is why it could move to 29, because if you go to this spot, there is that open week, as you can see for Spurs, where they don't have any fixture.
Yeah, but Spurs probably have a better game week for that, which is why Ben hasn't put it in his spreadsheet.
No, the only fixtures they have at Southampton and Newcastle that could be added.
Yeah, but it looks like they have a better spot between 34 and 35.
Oh yeah. He's predicting it to go there.
Yeah.
But then here's the thing, right? It's Southampton or Newcastle. They could put the Newcastle fixture there, and they could move the Southampton one if it does get cancelled over here in 29. So they could still get a double in 34 with Liverpool and Newcastle, and then a double in 29 with Everton and Southampton.
But then they have a slot in between 32 and 33 as well. So there's you know what I mean? Like Spurs have 2 fixtures to yet be arranged and 3 possible spots.
Yeah.
This spot is the shortest turnaround of all 3 of them. So so
we'll have to wait.
Probably why Ben doesn't think it's going to be.
Yeah, that's what. Because that's why this Newcastle fixture has been put. So I guess we have to kind of wait and see.
Yep.
It's also going to depend on like Europe and whatnot. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very low probability that Spurs get a double. But there's some sort of outside chance that they don't blank in 28.
Yeah, fair enough.
But basically 0. Yeah.
And then shout out just
West Ham.
West Ham.
They look terrible. Bowen doesn't look as good as he was last year. Kufal, decent enabler at 4.0. They've been underperforming at XG by some ridiculous amount this season. I can't remember how many goals.
I think it was like negative 10 something.
That's pretty nuts.
XG delta for West Ham since the restart is negative 3.32. If I was to look at it for the whole season, it will be even worse.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're significantly underperforming.
Bad. Yeah. What's the last team? Let's quickly get this out.
Wolves.
I mean, I have Bueno. I don't think he's going to play much.
No,
but,
same.
But he's starting.
Yeah, same.
It's not much to it.
I'm not going
to buy any Wolves players.
No, same. I don't think I'm buying any Wolves. I don't think it's worth it as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because their fixtures after also pretty bad.
Yep.
They
don't have any good strikers.
No, I mean, I watched the highlights of the Wolves game with Matheus Cunha in there, and
Nunes,
I thought he made a few bad decisions where I'm like, I'm not really convinced by you. So, yeah.
I think it's best to move on.
Yeah. All right. Let's go quickly to the questions that we missed. So Mark's one we kind of answered. I'm going to read through some of the others. Abdullah has said, who to captain between Gakpo or Odegaard?
Gakpo or Odegaard?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a tough one.
Interesting two options. I love it.
Maybe someone else.
Probably Odegaard. Yeah.
Fair enough. Minutes.
I don't mind it. That's ballsy captain picks.
Yeah. I would probably go Odegaard just because of the minutes.
Yeah.
My team is very mid this game week. Yeah, hate having to play Bueno. Yeah, I'm also playing Bueno. Then the other, that's everyone's helping him out in the chat, which is good to see. Ake or Tarkowski or Coleman? From Abdullah.
Tarkowski.
Yeah, I will probably go Tarkowski. Same. Yep. I think XG threat from him. Is Mitrovic going to play? That's a no. VL says, what's up? What's up?
Probably no.
Yeah. And then Will says, can I DM you my team currently on a -4 with 10 players, but that includes Bueno and Cucurella? Do I just free hit? No, I wouldn't free hit this week. I don't think it's worth it. But yes, you can DM me your team. Having said all of that, moving on. Liverpool, Arsenal, we kind of touched. Captaincy. Now, I'm just going to bring this up quickly to kind of help it, and we'll wrap it up soon as well because we've gone way past this thing. Is this? This is
interesting.
I've done Salah versus Saka because I think those are the two. Do you have anyone else that you think can compete for captaincy this week?
Darwin.
Yes. Not a bad option. Let's put Darwin for now. And then Amit has said Saka or Odegaard. I think Saka for me.
Oh, I mean Odegaard's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Captaincy.
And Joe is saying going for Saka. Now,
actually, you know what, Darwin? I like
minutes.
I don't think the upside is that high.
Odegaard?
Minutes, yeah. Yeah, go Odegaard.
Okay, let's go Odegaard. Now Odegaard bonus points significantly better than
BPS monster.
Yeah, and big chances created also significantly better.
Does this have XGI? Where is it? Oh, in the bottom right. Yeah.
Yes.
So Odegaard's is mildly worse than Saka.
Yeah.
XGI.
So for those watching, Salah is in the green, Saka is in the black, Odegaard in the yellow. Now, Salah has more goal attempts and more shots in the box. We kind of expect that. And more touches and more XGI.
But is this do you have XGI per 90?
This is XGI. We can do it per 90. Oh, I can do show averages per. This is appearance. Also all matches. Should I switch it to like since restart or?
No.
This is season data.
Yeah, go like last 6 game weeks or something.
Okay.
Yeah, go last 6 game weeks and go show averages per appearance.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so Saka blows everyone out of the water.
Yes, Saka blows everything. Yes, Saka is the most informed out of all 3.
Yeah.
With goal attempts, FPL goal involvement, goal shots in the box, everything Saka is just significantly better.
Yeah, and this sort of makes sense from what Salah looks like to me. He's playing wider.
Yeah.
Nunes sucks up all the good attacking spots.
Yeah.
So does Gakpo to some extent.
And then obviously you have the bonus points where Odegaard is significantly better than both of them. With Salah slightly edging out. But then that's also something.
This makes it clearly Saka.
Yeah. If you look at it, that does I don't mind. I think last 6 game we can include. No, it doesn't matter.
Salah is somehow third on this.
It depends on what you're looking. Oh, maybe
on expected points based on this distribution.
Yes, he is. If you were to
similar XGI but a lot more bonus points for Odegaard.
Yeah, that's the thing. Bonus points Odegaard is significantly higher. Big chances though, Salah is slightly higher on that. Now, you kind of have to consider the fixture as well.
Yes, true.
The fixtures,
Yep.
the fixtures do play a part in selecting captaincy as well. So then
I
you
mean,
go
Arsenal have
Leicester and Everton.
Villa and Leicester and Everton, right?
Yes,
Leicester just
against.
conceded the highest XG in
So
any Premier League game so far this
Leicester
season.
and Everton. Where am I? Here we go. Team defense. Let's sort this according to worst. Leicester worst defense since the restart. Everton kind of mid-table, right? Compared to Liverpool.
Mildly.
Liverpool, who are playing Crystal Palace and Wolves. Crystal Palace third worst defense. Wolves almost there as well.
Yeah, but Palace away and home. Mentioned.
They have Palace away. Yes, Palace away.
Yeah, so one is the worst defense and like the number 7 or 8 defense, and the other is the third worst defense and like the 6th worst defense.
Yeah.
And one is a much better attacking team than the other. So I don't think there's much in it.
Attacking, I mean, Liverpool's numbers still look good. Their delta is significantly bad. They're underperforming seriously.
That's true.
Since the restart, negative 5.5. That's very bad in terms of underperformance. I think Darwin has a lot to contribute towards this underperformance.
Yep, that's probably all him. Yeah.
But their numbers are still good when you look at it with Arsenal.
Like Odegaard and Saka, you just get like nailed 90-minute.
Yes,
players,
that's the thing.
Which Liverpool only has Salah.
Yeah.
And
So for
XGI is so much.
Yeah.
As well.
For me, it's between Saka and Salah because 90 minutes, penalties, all of that kind of plays into it. And then after that, I don't know. I think Saka looks like the best option right now.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's fairly clear.
Yeah.
Can you check Nketiah?
Yes, we can. Let's remove Odegaard. But Nketiah is just clinical is not okay. Yeah, see, like he gets a significant amount of XGI and big chances.
Yeah, I mean his bonus points are low because he's been missing.
Yes, that's the thing.
But like he's gonna bang. Like he's going to bang.
But then that's the same thing for like Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, it's similar, I guess. Yeah. But Nketiah just plays 90 minutes as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I think this is going to be the toughest captaincy call this week. Switching between those Saka and Salah for me at least.
Anyone else that we've missed? Any defenders or
anyone from the chat who could think of any other
game week players that are worth mentioning?
Haaland against Bournemouth. Bournemouth defensively.
Pretty bad.
City still the best attacking team. But that's a single game week fixture. Yeah. And I think all of us are eventually still going to play the high upside play with the doubles.
I think so. Yeah.
But yeah, if you wanted a single game week fixture,
I think there's a chance you'll just see Haaland being the top scorer.
Joe has said Trent, but I think with Liverpool's defense, I wouldn't be comfortable.
I don't love it.
Yeah. So yeah, if you were to just look between Salah and Saka, it's just you can kind of see by the picture itself where it is. And yeah, like the metrics as well. Saka is just significantly. This kind of shows you, like you were saying that Salah is playing wide, right? Look at his heat map.
He's been playing as a winger.
Yeah,
is what he has.
Exactly. So it kind of shows as well on this. Cool. So that kind of answers the captaincy, hopefully for everyone. Zizo says maybe Liverpool defense sort themselves out. We will have to wait and see. Okay, so that's that. Teams current insanely good week. Let me bring it up. Sorry, I didn't bring it up.
Yeah.
Okay, it's up now.
I mean, having Robertson got lucky. Forced to hold on to Robertson.
But Fernandes as well. What a differential.
Yeah, Fernandes has just been pumping out the points last few game weeks.
What are you planning?
Odegaard, I really wish I had Saka, but Odegaard is doing the business. So
would you do
So I have 2 free transfers.
What are you gonna do?
I'm in a bit of a pickle because Mahrez may not even play, right? But I basically have 4 players that don't play.
Yep.
and 3 bench spots.
Yep.
So I think I'm gonna keep Trippier and Rashford for sure. Right. So that means I gotta get rid of one of Shaw or Fernandez. So Fernandez to Salah is a very natural move. Or I could do something like get rid of White to bring in Saka. I'd honestly feel more comfortable having Saka than Salah.
You could do
But then
White to
that
Tarkowski and then Fernandez, or even Mahrez to Saka if you wanted to.
I've thought of that.
Yeah.
So I have many options.
Yes, exactly.
Because 2 free transfers as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. Or I could just do Shaw to Tarkowski and
Yeah. You could do
and
something
save
like
a
that as well.
transfer to, it depends
Maybe.
on chip strategy.
Yes, that's what.
If I'm going to free hit, then I want to burn the free transfers now.
Yeah. So you'll have to think about all of this, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've kind of just been waiting for as much news as possible.
Yep. Fair enough.
What's your team looking like?
All right. So this is mine. Decent week. A lot of misfiring players.
Tarkowski.
Yeah, I had Tarkowski. I'm happy with that. I have already made my moves, which include a -8 at this point. So basically what I did was I did De Bruyne to Salah, which was a straightforward swap. Now I didn't have Saka, and I kind of wanted Saka. And to do that, I had to get rid of Kane. Because I couldn't find any other way for me to release funds. Because even Mahrez to Saka wasn't possible. I didn't have the funds. So I had to get rid of Kane. So what I did was I got rid of Kane, which triggered a chain reaction of because I got rid of Kane and to get in Saka, I had to get rid of one of my Arsenal players. So I went Kane to Darwin. Got rid of Ben White because I thought Odegaard and Nketiah were better options to keep. Got rid of Ben White, moved him to Robertson. And then I did Mahrez to Saka instead of Almiron because I have to play a 3-4-3. So I see. Yeah, so that's
I don't mind it.
Yes, that's what I've done. -8.
There's a chance that Mahrez plays, in which case it's gonna be very uncomfortable.
No, so I don't have Mahrez, right? For me.
No, I mean, I just mean,
Oh yeah, he could play and he could yes. But the thing is,
but there's a strong chance he doesn't play. So.
Yes, but the thing was, I was playing a 3-4-3.
Yeah.
And yes, I could have done that, but I don't think I had the funds to be able to keep Mahrez and upgrade Almiron to Saka.
Yeah.
That's why. Otherwise, I would have done it, because then I wouldn't need to play Serge Aurier. But now I have to play Serge Aurier. It's just because I couldn't do that move. And I really badly wanted Saka because I thought he was a really good captaincy option this week. So yeah, that is where I am. Now I could have gone without Salah and I could have gone straight away down and maybe I would have kept Mahrez and whatnot. But I thought I'd like to have a bit of Salah as well this week. So yeah. So that's basically what I've done.
I'm in somewhat similar spot. Like I really want Saka in my team.
Yeah.
It's tough to find a way.
Yeah, fair enough.
And Nketiah, you're probably going to end up getting rid of in the next 2 game weeks, but
probably.
You definitely don't want to get rid of him now, I think.
Yeah, probably. This is I'm going to just quickly bring this up from Will, and then we'll probably call it. This is Will's team, and I think Will said that currently on a -4 with 10 players, but that includes Bueno and Cucurella. I mean, this is not a bad team, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would just play this as a 10 men, even though that's Bueno and Cucurella. Because I think the players you're keeping are worth it.
1 free transfer?
He's on a -4, so he's already done all his transfers.
He's already done. I would play this team.
Yeah, I would probably play this team, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe captaincy you might want to change for the upside.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would just play this team.
Yeah.
It's fine. I think the average number of players that start
because I think
is not going to be nice.
The players you're benching are worth benching and not transferring out. Yeah. So kind of like take the short-term pain for long-term gain, I guess.
Cucurella is basically 9. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't sell anyone else that's blanking.
And like, who would you sell Cucurella for? Like the upside moves are Trent and Robertson, but they're probably way too expensive to be able to afford Cucurella just to them straight away.
I mean, it's another -4.
Yeah, and there aren't any other defenders I'd want at this point. Maybe I
don't even know if I want any Liverpool defenders.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
So I think it's fine to just play.
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
is.
I think this is just keep it as it
Even
is.
if you score below the average this game week, it's fine.
Yep. And then finally, Zizo said, let me just put this back into the start. The final question for the day is from Zizo. I did De Bruyne, Salah. Where is that? De Bruyne to Salah, Kane to Darwin, shorted Trent for a -8. Didn't want to take out Kane as he could be great differential, but sacrifices had to be made. Fair enough. The triple Liverpool.
To Salah, Kane to Darwin,
So these are the high upside moves, which could
upside.
backfire.
I don't have the balls, but this.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this could go really well.
Yeah, it could go really well. That's the thing. We'll have to wait and see. We won't know until I think the final thing I'll say is you have to put yourself in a position to be lucky to get lucky.
Exactly. Yeah. You can't just play scared all the time.
Yeah.
So
cool. Anything else to add?
Should we look at our panel team?
Oh yes, completely forgot. Panel team had a disaster, I should say.
It's been doing well the whole time.
Yeah. It went down to 46k, but I kind of guess if we had Tarkowski on the bench, which was sad.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. But I think we are on a decent week for this time. What would you do? Botman has to go, probably.
Yeah. Botman to who though? How much money do we have?
Let's do it. 4.2.
Oh, heaps. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Panel team is high upside moves every time. So Trent.
Trent it is. Do you want Saka or Salah? We have neither of the captains. Trent.
Oh, we have 2 free transfers?
Yes.
Oh, can you go Martinelli to Saka?
Martinelli to Saka. We will play 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
No, we can't. We don't have the money. Right. So
0.6. We'll have to. We can move De Bruyne off if you wanted to.
No. So don't do Trent. See if you can do another. Can you do Robertson?
We could do Robertson, but what do we do with De Bruyne? I think De Bruyne is something we kind of have to answer. Because he's probably sick and I don't know if he's going to play 25.
Is he probably sick? Okay.
Apparently.
I don't know. I think we just maybe wait for 1 year.
Okay, so we just hold off
I think bringing in Saka is a high priority.
Yeah.
Because even if you do one transfer and go Martinelli to Saka, I think that's fine.
So we do Martinelli Saka for now. And then depending on De Bruyne's information, we decide what.
De Bruyne, Salah, maybe.
Yeah, De Bruyne to Salah maybe.
But Martinelli Saka, I think we definitely need to do.
Yeah, okay, we'll do Captain that for
Saka.
now.
Yeah.
And then
Captain
Saka. We still need to decide on. We probably need to move Botman for someone, depending on the situation.
Yeah, Botman with someone bench Rashford.
Yeah. Cool. We'll see how that goes. I think we'll make that move later.
Cool.
Closer to the deadline. All right, that's basically it. Awesome. Thank you to Karan as well for joining me. Long one today.
Thank you guys. Thanks to everyone that watched.
And thank you to everyone who watched. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe while you're here. And we will see you, or I'll see you guys at the deadline stream on Saturday. And said all of that, thank you all for watching. And have a good day, everyone.
Thank you guys.